Hello and welcome. Today we are taking a look at The Hell, City Builder of the Dead. It's been developed by Metropolis, who are sponsoring today. This has come out here on August 15th is when it's coming out. So we got a bit of an early look, pre-alpha look at it. So of course things may change as you're looking at this thing. But so I play a lot of city builders, colony builders, that sort of a thing here on the channel. And it's always exciting to find something that's a little bit different. And this one's a lot different. So basically we're building a city in hell. And each of these like scenarios that they have in the game are sort of themed on a deadly sin. Wrath is what we'll be looking at today, which is this one here. And they all have sort of this starting theme. This is Krakatoa. We're down here in Indonesia. There's one over here. We are in an earthquake out in Japan. This one is like an Aztec thing. So let me get into this, and I'll explain what's happening. I'll skip the cutscene so we can actually see the game and kind of get into here. But there's Krakatoa. It's 1883. Krakatoa's going to go off. A lot of folks are going to die. And those souls are going to make their way to hell. And so my job is to basically house them and put them to work. Oh, and there's also this freaky Titan thing that we got to deal with as well. Sort of at the end of the scenario. Yeah. Yeah, her. So I'll give you a little rundown of what's going on. This is a colony builder set up.
A realm of heat and smoke. Stay calm and sharpen your scythe.
Sharpen your scythe and all that stuff.
Handle the unpredictable nature.
So all these souls, you can see these souls are cruising on in here into hell. They're going to stop off at the old stone hall here, and then as we need them, they're going to go popping into Purgatoria, and then they'll turn into sinners. And these sinners are who we're going to be using to basically make everything. This took me a minute to kind of get my head around, but what I'll do is I'll kind of explain it in like typical colony builder terms, even though it's not typical colony builder, but that might make things a little more easier to kind of figure out what's going on. But basically our goal here is to basically stay afloat. It's kind of a race against time because things are falling apart, and we got to do everything we can to keep the souls happy, because otherwise they're going to go running amok and tearing things up, killing people. You know, it's a bad place. And so our job is to try to keep some, I was going to say sanity. That's the wrong word. Keep some order down here, I suppose. So not all souls are coming in calmly. Many of them have been fooled that heaven awaits them. Nobody ever goes to heaven. Certainly not ever a human has. So there's a bunch of folks coming down here because of Krakatoa. And we should build some sirens, it's telling us to do. Because sirens make people calm. Because people get down here, they get all angry. So we're going to say, I'll say we produce them a little bit slower. Sure. So this is very challenging, and I've messed with this a few times to try to get it. We've got some goals down here. I don't usually hit those goals. It's a struggle, but I'll show you what's going on. So we've got a bunch of souls coming in, right? 32,000 of them are coming in because Krakatoa went off. They're coming in. They're very agitated, and then they're gonna get a little angry as time goes on, and then as more time goes on, they may turn into a sadist. And this is basically some dude's gonna go rocking around killing people or stealing my stuff. Bad things. So what we want to do is get these sinners, put them to work, maybe make some soldiers to keep an eye on the sadists, and keep some order down here. It's all sort of built around, we've got this sort of road network here, which feeds out of these blood pumps. Basically, this is like a power plant. And so we want the power plant. Not all buildings need power plants, but some buildings need power plants. It's also a road system because some things, the folks walk faster on them. So we kind of want to have this like road network. Things need to be built next to it as well. So we're going to pop this thing in here and get a few of these like roads kind of positioned around so we can prepare for this. Because we will need to build buildings next to them. I'll do like a little bit of this. I think these are free to build. So pop up something like that. And something like over here. Something like that. So yeah, so I've messed with this a few times. This one's a struggle for me. So all these things about gathering fears and waste and cries. So the resources we've got. So we've got, this is our blood pump, which is pumping blood. We're in a deficit of blood pumps. We're gonna need another one of those. So let's go ahead and get a blood pump, a bloody pump started. And you can see there's some sinners inside. The sinners are inside are working the blood pump. That's what we're using these sinners for. These souls come in, turn into sinners, get to work. And it's producing blood, which hopefully we'll get that into positive here in a second. We also need to get waste. Waste is kind of like our primary resource. And we get that from digging it out of the waste piles over here. And we get that from building a waste mine. So we'll pop a waste mine in there. And it's going to give us raw waste. And raw waste is no good. We want pure waste? We want regular waste. So we need a sulking refinery to turn that waste into something nice clean waste, I guess. And again, it takes centers to work this stuff. A big part of this is trying to manage where your centers are working, because you can't have them all mining or whatever. You can't have them all hanging out here in the pandemonium, which we're not using right now. So I'm going to turn this one off for a second, which is going to give us new like sins that we can do. Right now, we just need them in here working, and you can see them. Here they are. They're cruising in. They're charging in. They're carrying a bunch of rocks to get stuff made. They're stopping by the warehouse, picking up some waste, I guess, and going to get building. Every time we do like an order, you can see my center thing there. They're gonna come in, gather around here. They're gonna charge into pandemonium, and then come out as sinners, and or citizens basically, and get to work. And as this builds up, we will start getting some waste generation going. Now, my goals here are getting fears, waste, cries. The waste, we know how to get that. The fears we get from a needle cage. So people cry, and then we get their tears, and we use their tears for other resources. And then there's also a what's the other one? Fear, dead hope. You know, it gives us fear. This is a family-friendly game, if there ever was one. So anyway, we got positive in the blood production. That's good. We're about to get some waste being generated. That's good as well. And it is now working, so people are going to start working here in the refinery and in the mines and getting us some waste being generated here very soon. So this is a pretty difficult level here because we got to deal with her. In that everyone is kind of cranky. And because they're cranky, what's going to happen is, as I mentioned before, they're going to start getting into sadists, and they start tearing things up. We already got one. A shallow is here. I think the shallows are the ones that go around and stealing stuff. You need to go stealing my resources. What a terrible person. So there's a couple different ways we can deal with that. The game wants me to make sirens to calm people, which is a good ultimate goal. But we can also make these sentinel totems, which just kills enemies in range. So if someone comes walking by here trying to steal my stuff, we just zap them. You know? I mean, they're in hell after all. Well, that's no worse that can happen. So we'll just sort of zap those folks as they come walking by for now. Kind of like a beginning thing to take care of things. But our ultimate goal is to get some, not succubus, what we were looking for, sirens to calm them. And we can do that a couple different ways. Well, one way. We build an eternal servitude, which is a barracks, basically. And it needs those resources, and it needs people. We need 250 sinners. I only have room for 150 with my houses. So we need more people, and then we'll build that barracks, basically, and upgrade and get some defenses, basically. So I'm going to build a couple more houses here. We'll throw in a few just kind of like along the way here. They do need to be by the road. I'll put in like, I don't know. We'll just build like 4 of them right in here and see if this will get me anywhere. I only have 150 right now, and I'm probably going to need like around, probably 300 or something. We'll need a lot more. And you can see we need sinners to come in and work this thing. And so it's kind of a balance of how I got 100 of them in here working in this refinery. I don't have a lot of more space than that. So we got to kind of like balance where they're working, what they're doing, that kind of thing. Right now we've got 2. We've got a slitter, and we got 2 shallows hanging around this place. We'd rather not that not happen. And we'll see. Looks like I got the refinery goal done, but I haven't got the cries yet. I don't have storage for cries. It's a real challenge because you got to build a building to get cries, and you got to build more warehouse space to house the cries, but you also have to have more waste being generated, and I probably need to get a few of these refineries done. It takes a lot of folks to run these things. So we need a lot of houses. We just need a lot of things, basically. So I'll try to keep up. We'll see how we can go here. We'll get another Sinner's Tomb here in a second. We'll kind of fill this in with Sinner's Tombs as time goes on. So we blasted those sadists, so that's good. Well, one's back. So we're getting somewhere. Here comes some more sinners coming to work. Come on, get in here. Get to work. Get to work. We got this whole page. Is that what we showed over here? Yeah. So then we got resources over here. My refinery is working. Pandemonium is off because we're not using that right now. I'm not sure actually it has these guys in there or not. I'm gonna turn them down just in case they are hanging out in there for some reason. I'll show you what it does. It'll give us sins, which we haven't got yet. I'll have governor power eventually, but I don't actually have any yet. So, we're not gonna worry about that just yet. So, The karma is my global agitation, and so we're tilting the scales. Basically, we're trying to make sure that we've got more soldiers than there are sadists walking around killing those fellas. Because you can actually see them walking around. They're right. You can zoom in here, and you can actually see them. There's a soul going by. You can see the sinners walking by. You can see these like sadists and slitters, and we'll get all kinds of interesting characters showing up before too long. Okay, so we got one. Well, we have 221, so that's actually enough. We can either upgrade a house. Yeah, let me upgrade this tomb here to have a sinner's tomb 2. Because we've got a good amount of waste generating. We get 28 per second coming in. That seems like a good number. There is no more blood production happening. We need a few more folks to do that. I think maybe probably my goal here is probably going to be getting in some houses. I think it's my goal. I think I got sidetracked there. So Eternal Servitude is a barracks. It makes Sentry, Siren, or Stalker. So you have to have that, and you have to have the... Where's my tower at? Either a Tower of Death to make Sirens, a Tower of Fear to make Stalkers, and a Tower of Hate to make Sentries. And they all do different jobs. We know the Siren calms people. The Sentry... I don't know the difference. The Stalker and the Sentry, I forget the difference. I think they kind of do the same thing. I think. I'm going to go ahead and pop this one in, even though it's not really necessary just yet. I'm going to go ahead and get it in there. And we'll get it started, and then we'll get to work on our barracks. And hopefully we can keep up. And I really need to get more sinners. So we're going to have to get a bunch of houses, I think. I think we just got to focus on houses. Let's get some houses cranked in here and see if we can keep people in this place. We can get like at least 300, I think would be a good number to house here. We can't upgrade this. I don't know what it does. There's no thing about it. So like now I guess it's holding 100 souls, but now I can hold in 250 souls when we upgrade it. Again, this is pre-alpha, so you know it does not reflect the final outcome, final quality outcome, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm sure we'll get some better tool tips and things in here as time goes on. We got plenty of time for that to happen, so it's coming out in August. There we go. There's our place to house some sirens. Now we got to go figure out if we can get some sirens made. But I'm gonna do some housing first, and I think each of these houses holds 15. We can upgrade them multiple times, actually. That's a number 2. That's a number 1. It doesn't tell me what it says. It just gives me a quote. We'll see. We'll see where we can go here. We seem to be keeping them down. I think maybe my towers are working here, so that seems to be okay. Very busy place. This hell. We got 200 of them just hanging out in these refineries, so we clearly need a lot more people. So I will try to upgrade things. We just need to get more waste generation, and hopefully we can get some of that done. How much waste does it take to build one of these? Oh, it's only 1,500. I'll build a couple of these, and I'm going to see just how many of these I'm going to crank a few of these in here, because I think that might be what helps us out here. We're not making no extra blood. We're not losing blood. We're not making any extra blood, though. That's fine. Power. Power, basically, is what's going on here. And it wants me to make 15 sirens. Yeah, right. We'll be lucky if we get 3. But if we get 3, I'll be very happy. So there's the old Purgatoria. And we can, like, zoom around here. And, yeah, she's real freaky. And I believe we're going to have to deal with her at the end of this. Is kind of how this goes. So it's kind of like you're kind of playing this thing out in chapters. Each of these missions plays out in chapters. And so this chapter 1 is just sort of getting your footing, and then we'll see some new things will start to kind of like show up for us, and will surprise us, I guess is the word. They'll do something. So if each of these hold 15, let's see what that does. That went from... Well, that was another 15 more, wasn't it? That doesn't seem like it's very beneficial then. Because these are 15 also, and I think they're cheaper. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we will just build those in. And once we get some more this stuff coming in, we'll be good. I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit so we can get some, so we can see what's happening. We can get further in the game and see what's going on with this. So as soon as I'm gonna do a couple more of these houses. As soon as I get 15, we'll pop another one in here and see if I can get up to let's get to like 300, maybe more. I really need to get some more production going. But these do have a limited amount of resources in there, so not a bad idea to have a second mine, but they probably won't be working it until this one closes down. So it's not a big deal. We do enough for another house. I'm gonna get another house in here. Kind of slowly work our way up and get some housing in here, because now we have enough that we can get this thing in here. We need people and we need resources. Resources are getting there. We can make some succubi. Not succubi. What are they called? Sirens. Not succubi. Succubi. Those are the bad guys. I mean, we're all bad guys. We're in hell. But with the bad, guys, no one gets along down here for some reason. I don't understand. So the whole theme here, though, is Krakatoa, and we're like in a volcano, and you'll see that popping up here as well. They really got the theming down. I played a bit of the first mission. First mission is set up in Japan with an earthquake, and a little more tutorial style, and kind of hold your hand through it. But again, it's all themed on this earthquake coming in, and souls coming down from the earthquake, and you're using these souls basically. Hey, look, there's Michael up there. We'll see him in a second. So there's our barracks. And as long as we can keep our waste generation up, I think we'll be in good shape. I'm tempted to put another refinery in, but I think I need a lot more houses before I can do that. So I will wait until I get a few more houses. Let me see if I can do... Oh, story time. Hey, there's Michael. We'll get a little thing here telling us about him. So our
Titan is a caldera, and there lies the statue of Michael, the fallen angel, the faithful brother.
There you go. So we need to get some things done. We need to get some sirens made. So we're gonna pop in some sirens. We want 15 of them. Yeah, right. We'll get a few of them in here, and they will hopefully calm the souls coming in, so they won't be so mad, and they won't be so easy to switch over to a shallow or a slitter. That's the idea. Archangel Michael descended from heaven to beg Lucifer to return. Just a family dispute, really. Lucifer refused to even meet his younger brother at his citadel gate, despite Michael waited and cried profusely for 1,000 years, creating the River of Styx. So choose our decree. We can have tier production up, and also increasing global agitation by 5% or 10 or 15. I'm not doing any tiers yet because I wasn't able to get there, so we're just going to take number 1 and hope that we can stay on top of this. So, yeah, it's getting hot, volcano burn and all that stuff. Things are falling apart. But we got our first siren who will run around here and say, calm down, everybody. Everything's going to be okay. Something like that. There might be some singing involved. But there we go. They seem to be calming down. They may be getting blasted by these things. I haven't caught any of them getting blasted by any of those yet, but, it's what you get for walking too close. It may not be a bad idea to throw a bunch of those out there, because what's going to happen is we're trying to, we're kind of, from what I can figure out, we're fighting a losing battle here. And I'll put a few of these out here. So we're basically just trying to hang on before everything falls apart. And so you can see I've got okay, there's 3 of them now. I've got 1 defense guy basically. That if I can't stay on top of that number is going to grow faster, and it's just going to get out of control. And they start stealing my stuff, they start killing my people, and everything kind of falls apart. Not kind of. Everything does fall apart. I can upgrade these if I have enough. I don't have enough resources. I think I'll upgrade this as soon as I can. Oh yeah, these are taking 50 apiece, aren't they? So yeah, we need more people in this place. We got 200 in here. I'm going to lower this down to 60 because I don't need that much. We'll still crank out 1. I think my siren got killed. And as soon as we can, we will upgrade this, hopefully, before the waste generation gets overrun. Keep an eye on. Are you still going? We only got 4,000 left in there. So I might go ahead and get another mine, because I don't want to get to the point where I don't have a mine to make my stuff. So let's get a mine right there. Lots of things we can make here. So we can do, like I've showed you, like the needle cage gives us cry production. There's totems will boost production. There's a fear production going on here. The poison vineyard spawns vine saplings, which sounds cool, but I don't have the resources for it. I wonder if those vine saplings are free. It'd be kind of nice. There's a tech tree, which if we get this dreadful tree in here, it'll eventually get that done. The Babble of Lies increases submission, which might be nice as well, but it's also 8,000 resources and all that. So they're getting this thing built, and it's actually kind of close to the warehouse. Might not be a bad place to put it. I'm going to turn the fear storage off here, just because there's no reason to have fear being stored in there. Give us more storage space for our cries and our waste. And let's see, we're having some succubus problems. But there's only one of them, so maybe not so bad. Maybe. I think I just need more. I'm gonna go with more housing. I'm just gonna put a defense thing here. Maybe we'll do that. Put a couple more houses in there. We need people. And I probably need to get some better defenses other than sirens. Sirens are just gonna go talk to people. They're not gonna, well, sing. They're not gonna do a lot of killing. So that's where like a sentry or a stalker is going to come in. Stalkers are expensive. Sentries are 2,000. That's more doable. So I could potentially go in here and get a sentry. There, 4,000 waste generation, and get some of them cranked out. So maybe they can help kill some things, or maybe I just rely on my sirens. It wouldn't make me. You saw it. It wouldn't make me 15. Yeah, right. We ain't making 15. But we'll see if... Because this is every 3,500 to make a siren. Seems like I only need 40 in here, so I'm actually going to lower this down a little bit. So we only need 40 in there to make a siren. So that way more of them can be around doing other jobs, which I think is a good idea. Let me get another one of these houses. And you can see our numbers we're up to 6 now. We've got 4 shallows, 2 slitters. I want to see if we can find one of these guys. I'm not seeing them over here, though. They kind of cruise around, and they just kind of do not nice things, basically. I'm not seeing any of them, though. Yeah, what a lovely place. Oh, there's rivers of green blood and lots of mines and freaky lady over there. Yeah, it's a lovely place. I'm surprised I'm not seeing any of them just walking around. I guess that's a good thing. We've got not so many of them. So yeah, so that's these souls coming in, and they're kind of mingling over here. I don't see any red ones. Yellow means they're agitated, and then they'll turn red, and they'll get real agitated. And then they'll turn into these sadists. So, and speaking of, I think, did we make one? Where's my waste? Are they stealing my stuff? They might be stealing I might be coming in here and stealing my stuff. You pop on there, because maybe they're coming in here and stealing. I don't see them. I might be sliding in here and taking my stuff. So we'll get a sentry there to hopefully defend this stuff. So they don't come walking in and taking it. Because I don't like that. I'll speed up a little bit. I just need some resources, and I need to get some more of these guys made, which there's another one. There's one. Not a soldier. But she'll hopefully keep people calm. We're a little bit on the wrong end of hell here. So we've got... Do I have enough of this? Oh, I'm a little short on that, right. And I can't afford that. I could afford, like, an additional one. I guess the benefit is it's less centers, right? It's going to take less to run it. So we can wait until we get 4,000 and then pop one of these in. Because if we don't have enough blood being pumped, then these aren't going to work. These are basically... It's like basic power. Be fueling these things. So we definitely need to get that done. And we just lost... Oh, you know what's going to happen? They're making them, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah. No, I kind of need you working. Something like that. We'll get that one made. And we'll see if can we see them, like, popping out here? I'm not seeing them. Not seeing this mission. I saw my other mission walking around. Not seeing them here. But they're still out, hopefully, you know, preaching and, well, singing and keeping things at bay here. We need to get, so, I don't want to say like another house, but maybe another house. I can do an unlimited raw waste mining site, which we'll need to do eventually because these are going to run out. And we definitely need to get more resources, but I got to get something to deal with these guys. So I think my next step's probably going to be getting a, probably going to be getting, where is it at? One of these, a sentry tower. Probably going to be it. I need to get 4,000 waste generated before it gets stolen away. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe. But we need blood. We need blood bad. Okay, so let's go. How much is just a basic blood? Okay, I can do a basic one. Basic blood pump in there. Let's get this, because that's going to slow everything down if I don't have blood. You guys are working. Yeah. So anything walking along the road, I guess you guys have got covered. I'm assuming they walk by the warehouses, steal my stuff, walk by my factories, steal my stuff. Is that what you just did? Not sure there. So we're not like there's like 11 of them running around. So I'm not sure we got not looking too good. So we can put in. We need what, 4,000. Am I good here? I'm good there. We're almost to the 4. Oh, where'd it go? Where did it go? Did someone steal that much of it? No. Where'd it go? I had so much. Did it make one of these? Yeah. Okay, I might turn. Okay, I'm gonna turn you off right now. I need resources right now, and I don't need you because you guys just walk out and die. So I think I could try some more sentinel totems. Just to see if they'll do anything for me. Just please stop taking my stuff. Okay, and then we'll get. I need 4,000, and we'll get a sentry one. We'll see if it works. We need to get 4,000. We're at 3 already. I'll probably need another mine before too long, because this might be getting kind of low here. This mine's at... Well, that one's empty. That one's at 9,000. So let's get one, a sentry one. Again, this isn't everything. This is just the sentry totem. This is just housing for the sentries. And then we got to make the sentries in this place. So when that gets done... Well, it's getting built at the moment. They're all just charging in there, basically. We got 23 of these sadists walking around. Not good. Not good. But there is our fancy tower. Okay, so now I'm going to turn you back on. Pause real quick. I'm turning you back on. I'm going to start making some sentries. Yeah, sentries. Yep. Yeah. Did we make one? Sentries. And how many? It needs 35 people and 2,000 trash. Waste. Okay, as soon as it hits 2,000, give me one of those. Okay, I think it's making them. Maybe it's making them. I don't see any, though. I don't see any soldiers. I got 0 of 5 at the moment. And there's a bunch of them walking around, so we're getting a little bit overrun. Falling apart. This is a tough mission. I've played this a few times. I'm struggling with this one. It may be the way it's supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to be just like... you're just unable to keep up, you know? Things are just falling apart. You gotta do what you best... Do what you can to just... keep in line as best you can, you know? That might be what's going on here. Let's fast forward here, because we're going to get something, a new little phase here in a second, if I can survive a bit longer. And I'm gonna put another house in. Yeah, let's get some more houses. That might help us out a little bit, having more sinners coming in. And we have something coming in. Who is it? Oh, look, it's something freaky. And on that note, with 5 succubus.
Here comes the heresy. Incitement is her nature. I never liked this succubus, ladies.
There are 5 succubi. 5 of them cruising around the place, just like messing people up. That might be a good place to wrap it up. This is The Hell, City Builder of the Dead. It is coming out August 15th. This is an early look at the thing. There is a demo, though, on the Steam page you can check out. So there's a link down there. You can wish list and check out the demo and keep an eye on this one. But and we have sort of this. This is phase 3, basically, of this mission. And we can say they're stronger or whatever. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks again, Metro Police, for sponsoring today. And I hope everyone has a good one. And I will see you next time.